Host with the other two hosts today, Comic Large Wrench. I am here with Manacaster Ben and
Hello.
Manacaster Willie. How are y'all doing today?
Very good, thank you. It's Wiley here.
Wiley, yeah. I wasn't sure how exactly because I've seen it pronounced both ways. So
No worries, no worries. Doing great. Excited to
Yeah.
introduce you to the game.
You've got
I'm
Mike's
excited
name
to play.
right, so that's no problem there.
it's pretty hard to get Ben wrong. Then again, I know a few people. So let's go ahead and get started off with a couple questions for y'all to start out. So, gotta give us an introduction to the game of Manacaster.
You want to take this first one, Ben?
Sure. The best way to introduce Manacaster is if you already know what this kind of card game is, like if you played Magic or Pokemon, then it's the card battle genre you love, streamlined to perfection. If that doesn't mean anything to you because you didn't play those games, all you need to know is this. You and your opponent battle with two decks of 50 cards. You use monsters and magic spells to beat the crap out of each other. It's very tactical, very much more like chess than you might first imagine. There's no complicated timing rules. It's I make a play, you make a play. Then I do it, then you do it. Then we pass, then we beat each other up, and then we repeat. So what I mean by a streamlined card combat game is that we extracted the parts of cards games like Magic and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Hearthstone and Gwent, and we extracted all those best sort of things, got rid of what we didn't like, and what was left over after that process is basically the game you see here today.
All right. Let's see, let me get this. Make sure everything is. That should be running. All right. So, got a question. How big is your team of creators and devs right now?
Well,
So the core team for I can speak for the engineering side is I would say the three main developers on this are myself, Seabass, and Zenthi, and Adeline also, who's not on here, but he's on a plane to New Zealand right now.
Oh, fun.
The engineering team is basically, I would say, four large, and then as far as play testing and content and outreach, Wiley, you can speak to that team size better than I.
there's about four of us right now, so I guess there's about 8 of us in total. With
That
content,
doesn't count a few like back-end staff members, like people who help out cleaning the office and fixing shit. But like
Yeah,
the
core-
dev
the
team of
core
game is
team.
like, I'd say we're getting close to like 10 people of the core team plus a few people here and there.
All right. That's good to hear. Let's see. What exactly inspired you guys to create Manacaster?
Well, we both played Magic the Gathering when we were growing up. And we were playing back in the 90s, when we were teenagers. And we were very nostalgic for the sort of old school MTG where there was more of an emphasis on creature battle. And it was oftentimes a race to get the bigger hammer or to swarm the other person with goblins. So we decided to make a card game where the only way to win was through creature combat. The only way to kill your opponent is by bashing them with creatures. There's no direct damage. And we also we were fed up with like the complexity of modern MTG and games like it with
Ain't
lots of
nobody
mechanics.
got time for that.
Yeah, like milling, searching your deck, and a lot of broken mechanics which are just frankly overpowered. So we've done a lot of cutting. We've just been cutting things away left and right, getting down to the core of what makes these games fun. So that's what inspired us.
All right, that's definitely got an appeal to many audiences, myself included. Because, especially because I had never really got to play Magic in the early days. I'm still relatively young, even though I don't look it. That's the first responding does to you. But I've always wanted to get into a game like Magic, but just the complexity that they added onto it, opposed to slowly adding on whatever. Like if I had picked it up when I was younger, maybe it would have made more sense. That's why Manacaster especially definitely has an appeal to me, and even just a younger audience that wants to get into that sort of game, but doesn't exactly have the resources or time to fully learn everything that was brand new and added.
Exactly. You said it perfectly. And I can tell you from someone who started playing Magic in 1994 that no, that wouldn't have helped. The game today is beyond my comprehension. The cards, each one, are just insanely complicated. And I know there are people who love the game still, but personally for me, I just think like I can't keep up, and I'm a veteran player.
Mhm.
So the idea being, a lot of people said the same. Like I always heard Magic was fun and whatnot, and in their head, like when you think a card game like that, what you sort of what's implied on the box, on the side of the box, is you're gonna smash the crap out of your friends with monsters and magic spells.
Right.
What actually sort of ends up happening in most of these games, and I cannot tell you why this happens, but this is what we've noticed is the designers just put in all these other things that let you do things besides smash your opponent with monsters and magic spells. And what that turns into is one of those mechanics ends up taking over the game. Like in Magic, control strategies that revolve around just making sure your opponent can neither cast monsters nor magic spells, nor can they smash you with them. I mean, we just instantly decided that didn't sound like a lot of fun. So we
Right.
looked at what made things like control strategies unfun, and well, what's the common denominator? Stopping your opponent from doing things.
Hmm.
And this is a good time to bring something up that I'm sure Wiley wants me to mention, which is that we have some of these golden rules that go into the design of the game, where it's the things we forbid us as designers forever doing. And one of those is, it's sort of like a heuristic, it's a guiding light, is if something reduces the potential for interactions between players, monsters, and magic spells, it's probably wrong. And that means you can kind of infer so many things from that, and they would all be correct. For example, counter spells, nope, reduces interactivity.
Hmm.
Forcing your opponent to discard cards, nope, reduces their ability to formulate a coherent game plan, which therefore reduces interactivity. Land destruction, I don't even have to answer that damn question. I build the whole game around you get one land every turn. Why don't we just let you kill all the lands while you're at it? Great, perfect. Yeah, nope, reduces interactivity. Unblockability, reduces interactivity. Flying, of course, we had flying. We don't have flying anymore. Can you guess why? Yep, it reduces interactivity. So when you realize that all of these mechanics that you think are pivotal to the genre are actually absolute trash tier decisions by a game designer in like 1941 that somehow never got their cargo cult policies updated in 80 years, all these really bad assumptions, they all just distill down to a few simple rules of what not to do. So if it reduces interactivity between the two players, we don't do it. Another
We
golden
should.
rule.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
we should mention the fact that we only use mechanics that we can balance mathematically.
Oh yeah, that's a whole rabbit hole we can go into if they want to, about how the math basically means we can't have power creep. I just
Hmm.
don't. I don't know if that's going to be advanced for people who don't know about card games yet, because we'll get there for sure. But basically, like, we have no incentive to sell more cards, meaning we have no incentive to dilute the value of your existing cards. Like, it's not a collectible game. I don't benefit from making you always want the newest, most powerful cards. My benefit as the designer is that you keep playing the game because it remains balanced after however many days, weeks, months, years, decades, millennia, whatever. So
Right. So let me
what?
elaborate on that a
Yeah,
little bit.
go
Which,
ahead.
like, with Magic the Gathering, people are always hunting the new set because in every new set, they tend to put out more and more powerful cards, which is a phenomenon they call power creep. And so people are always chasing after these new powerful cards, but like they have to buy these booster boxes, they call them, which are full of random packs, and most of it is garbage, like common chaff, which ends up going in a bin somewhere. And everyone's buying so many cards trying to get the good ones. But in Manacaster, all the cards are balanced for equal playability, and you just buy complete sets. So we're not going to do this random gambling mechanic.
Okay. So I guess in that case, what's the plan for expansions, if there are any?
I'll take
Ben?
that one. Yeah, for sure. So we actually had a really interesting conversation about that today, which is, do we release in traditional expansion blocks, like 100 cards or so, Or does it make more sense to do some sort of continuous release where we just drip a dozen new cards every few weeks? So obviously for the tabletop physical cards, we have to release them in packs of, at least 100 cards to make sense to ship it to a player. So if we don't consider the constraint of physical cards, my ideal is that we kind of just keep dripping out new cards every now and again, like we did the other day. We were just like, oh yeah, a player requested these cards, let's whip them out and get them going. But the question is, what do players want in terms of, we'll be realistic here, which is we can't sell this game to you once and then support it for 20 years. There has to be a way that an enthusiastic player can somehow continue to financially support the game. Now, we're kind of not big fans of the subscription service models, but we're not against things like Patreon style models. The reason I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here is we're not sure, because we're not sure what's in the best interest of the players. We don't know what they're going to respond to because we're still filling out the base set. What I can say is plans for expanding the game are very robust, and the reason is because of our mathematical underlyings that Wiley just described.
Right.
We have the ability to set. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, we have new cards lined up for expansions, and they will definitely be selling tabletop sets of expansion sets. But we can't really tell you just yet what we're going to do for the digital game because we're still debating that ourselves.
Yeah, what we want to avoid is like a continuous paywall that people have to keep paying to stay up to date. Like we talked about that originally, and like even for a few dollars a month, it could probably be enough. But there's just something about that doesn't match our overall ethos. And so what we're going to do while the game is still bootstrapping itself, or in beta while we go live, is we're just going to keep adding cards until the base set feels like it's either getting too big or that we've kind of said what we need to say, and now players need to go into the depth of it and figure out, okay, I think we could probably end up releasing with around 800 unique cards, which is quite large for a base set, but massive. You'll see it's massive until you realize that if you know what one card does, you know what 10 of them do.
I did notice whenever I was going through and just kind of playing a little bit of the beta, just to kind of get a feel for the game before this, I did notice that there's a lot of cards that are very similar, but also unique in their own right, which really does add a lot of, you could even say story building to that, if you really think about it. Because it's
Wiley, do you want to talk about implied lore versus flavor here? And stuff
sure.
Like that?
I also want to mention the fact that we are a singleton game. You're not allowed to run duplicates of any cards except for mana cards. So the reason why you have a lot of similar cards is if you want to build a strategy and you can't run duplicates of the same card, you can run other cards that are similar to it. So that was very intentional.
Players to explore the real depth of the game, because if they can play a second copy of one card, that's one card they're not going to play otherwise. So if we include for the forever number of copies of a card in the deck we allow, that's the denominator of the fraction of how many cards that the players are ever going to actually friggin' use. It's going to create this like, oh, you only allow 4 of a copy? Well, they're only ever use 25% of the available cards then that meet their exact strategy. And so when you have a card that's like do 2 damage to a unit, do 2 damage to a unit and gain a life, or sorry, gain 3 life, do 2 damage to a unit and lose 3 life, but it costs less mana. Like, if doing 2 damage to a unit is very important to your deck for some arbitrary reason, there are a hell of a lot of ways to do that. There's do 2 damage to a unit, or do 1 damage to 2 units. 2 abilities chosen in 1 card. So the point is that we're going to force you to be very, very creative in getting that second copy of what you want. However, in the process, you're going to realize, holy crap, there's like 10 ways to get what I want. I actually have a whole new dimension of fine-tuning on my deck. Do I want to save mana and burn life? Do I want to save life and burn mana? You know, by forcing ourselves to design the game as a singleton one-of game, it forces us to then answer the question, but what if I do want to play 4 copies of something in my deck? Well, of the 10 or 12 options, which of those 4 do I use? So what first seems like a restriction actually adds an entire new dimension of depth.
And I noticed that is really nice to having that kind of, they all do somewhat the same thing, but it's also you have to make a decision because you make say for instance, if you have 2 defending units, and further along in the stream, we'll get into what all this means with the rewritten, well, not really rewritten, but just kind of simplified rules that I made, just to kind of make it a little bit easier. And I sent that over to Wiley as well. So if you want to take a look at those, then be my guest.
Wiley, shoot that over to me too. That sounds like a really useful little document.
Yep.
So, and what I did with that was I just kind of went through that and really just went what was permanent with the internet version of like the actual software, because there's a lot of parts of it where it's like do this or that and find a way to write it down. Well, a lot of the game itself does it for you. So that's kind of why I went ahead and did that. Just kind of took the initiative to hopefully maybe make it
so on that note, let me just cut you off right there like a real jerk and say it seems like that's something we should have done as a team. So first of all, thank you. Second of all, the rulebook, you're right, it's really meant as a procedural guide for how to play your first game and not screw it up. It's not meant for the digital game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a basis for the digital quick start guide, and thank you.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
I owe you a little favor there for exposing my complete inability to lead my team on stream in public. No hard feelings.
Now, chill.
Now.
I will say though,
This is fantastic stuff though. I'm gonna take a read through while we're going along there.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I did jump in on there, and you seem like you've summarized this. Yep. Alert! It don't tap when attacking. Ambush. Yep. I love it. It don't tap when attacking. Perfect.
Yep.
Great. Okay, so this is a great guide. I assume that the viewers and the listeners can see this also right now.
I will pull that up here in a bit once we actually go through everything. I'm going to have it kind of on the side of the screen, and then the other part kind of be showing and going through everything. Just to kind of like visualize it, opposed to jumping right into a game and viewers who've never played a game like this are just like, well, what am I looking at?
It's a bit hard to follow along if you have no idea what you're looking at, but once you have that few minutes of intro where you're like, oh, that's a mana card on the bottom of the screen. I know what that does. I find that people go from feeling like intimidated and confused to before I just gotta tell this like mini story, and it's 5 stories rolled into one, and it takes about 3 seconds to tell. Sit down with a new player who's played a game like this before, maybe a few times in their life. They are completely confused. 5 minutes later, they're unconfused. 10 minutes later, they're playing. 20 minutes later, they're giving us fucking unsolicited suggestions for how we should change shit.
I can't tell you how many times I played someone for the first time they ever played, and they beat me. So.
True blue. Like, you didn't throw the game either. Like, people just so quick, they whoop your ass.
Yeah, a certain type of person, they just pick it up in 5 minutes, and then they whoop my ass because I'm actually not the best player. But
you spend a lot of time playing to teach and not playing to win.
Right.
So, let's just say that.
I was kind of I went into that with the whole mindset of like, I could read through the rules first, or I can jump into a game to see, okay, if I don't have the rules, then how easy is it for me to figure out? Like, I don't want to like gloat or anything, but I am relatively a smart person.
I'm sure.
So you wouldn't be interested in this game if you weren't.
Look, my favorite game, board game wise, is either Stratago, Risk, or Catan. So that helps me.
Nice. I've never played Stratago.
I have no idea how to pronounce it.
Me neither. I've never heard somebody say it aloud before, even though I like known it forever. So if you like this kind of game, you're inherently an intelligent person because you'll see the depth instead of just pretty symbols and goofy words.
You hear that, chat? If you play this game, you're smart.
It's smart, exactly. Yeah, you probably be real smart play this game. I tell you what, daggum brainiacs over here.
Yeah, even though it's more streamlined than Magic and you don't have to read like a whole page on every card, you do get, in the late game, you get into very complicated situations where all the keywords, you have to think carefully. And
Tons
if
of
you
conditional logic you have to follow. Sorry to jump in, Wiley, but like the real pain is when it's deep in the game. Like, if I do this, he's going to do that. But if he could do this, and but after combat, he has a removal spell. Then he can do this. He untaps. Like, trying to program the AI to handle this is, from my perspective, it's a bit of a bear. And so when you're a player trying to do this, it's equally very difficult. And the complexity does emerge from the fact that you can start stacking up keywords, which are all individually quite simple. But the complexity and the power goes up multiplicatively as you start stacking up like Twin Strike and Parry and Riposte. All of these things making your dude scarier and scarier and screwier and nuttier and harder to deal with. So
Right.
we get these big, massive board states in the end game if it lasts that long, but then they resolve themselves really quickly because one advantage usually can snowball very fast.
Hmm. No, and I noticed that because there was plenty of times where I'd be way ahead of the AI, and I played maybe 3 matches. The AI has kicked my ass twice. First time, I had no idea what I was doing. Second time, I was like, okay, let's see what else the AI does if I do certain types of things. And the third time, I was like, okay, let me actually build a deck and really like see what I can do. And that's when I beat them. I was like, okay, but the AI, I will give credit, great adaptability. It's probably one of the best AIs I played against in a game like this. That's not overpowered,
Really?
but
Wow.
not also like, oh wow, hey, this is like really easy to beat. Like I actually had to genuinely stop. Like, okay, well, if I play this card, then they can likely counter, judging by their deck, because they would choose like one build only, like only dark or only like um earth or whatever. And like, okay, I understand like what they're going with. That means they could have this card. And then it makes you think like, okay, what is the possible counters I have to worry about? Which really kind of like made it kind of like almost like playing against an actual player, not like one who's like extremely experienced, but someone who's played the game a couple of times and has an idea of what they're doing. So I will give y'all props on that.
Thank you. That is 100% credit to Zenthi, who came up with that on his own, unprovoked, after I struggled with a different approach for like over a week and wanted to rip my hair out. Kid came through, not a kid, I just call him that. Came through one day, I was like, Zenthi, you got an AI working? Show me the code. And I'm like, oh wow, that's a completely simpler, better approach. What the hell? And then I asked the players, I was like, yo, is this AI actually giving you good plays? It's like, yeah, it makes a few blunders here and there because it's obviously like a very early prototype.
Mm-hmm.
But what people keep saying is what you say is like, it's actually fairly competent. So I'll tip a little bit of our future hand that if someone finds this interesting, we'll go on another tangent on another show. But I have taken basically we have the game server, the ability to do the rules. It can run on its on like it's like a text process on any computer instead of being on Unity in a computer game. What that means is I can use the AI to play against the AI as many times as I want on like a server or a supercomputer and to simulate buttloads of games. So
Right.
what that means, right? So first of all, our current AI doesn't do any of that shit. It's really dumb by comparison to what we're working on. And don't worry, there will be difficulty settings. It will probably even try. I'm basically trying to learn from how chess gave the ability to play. If you go to chess.com and you play against a bot, it will adapt to your skill level as it
Mm-hmm.
figures out how good you are. And so what I want to do eventually is have one that's so good no human alive can friggin' beat it. And what we need to do with that is we need to run a tremendously large quantity of games on the supercomputer in parallel for run for it for like a week. Then do whatever this nonsense wizardry is, neural network type things, which I'm still learning about. But basically, this is what they did in a really stripped down sense to get these chess bots working. And the end goal is that we have the current AI also working with like a sort of super intelligence AI combining to give the gameplay experience that the user wants. Not that I want it to always be impossible to beat, but I want somebody to say, give me chess master mode. And then if it's good enough, I can put up prizes for beating it. So that's a little bit of like what's coming down the pipe, which is I can see this game is starting to get quite popular, and I can see people like the AI. And once you guys get good, you're gonna start thrashing it faster than we can improve the current method.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get too confident though, because eventually you're gonna play against like a fucking Amazon server or something, and you're
So
gonna lose.
I will give y'all a little tip on live. So when I was playing against the AI the other day, where I beat them, I had a deck that was primarily just for healing and leeching health. I was a complete pain in the ass. It did not like it knew what to do against it, but it really didn't have any great counters.
That's
So
interesting. Can you send me like a screenshot or a link or the name of the deck? I want to see what you used and figure
I,
out what. Like,
yeah,
I want to see if we can
I'll
tell
go through it
you
for
what
sure.
deck to play against the AI, because it might have been a matchup thing. It's like I'm not sure what deck it used against you, but what I could do is go through my
It
library of
was
decks and be
definitely
like,
an only.
hmm?
It was all dark. That's all it was. It only used darkness.
It was mono lunar. That's weird. It shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing that. I
With
don't.
the
Let me find
extract,
out where.
he's using extract.
I
Yeah,
would
was
think it should only be picking from
the-
like the 20 or 25. Oh wait, did you tell it to play against a specific deck, or did it pick that deck?
It just picked it. I just hit AI
Okay.
and let it go.
Okay, maybe it's picking from the wrong pool of decks because it should be. I don't remember giving it an only lunar deck. So let me make sure that
It might just be pulling from the full public deck list.
that's what I'm thinking. There may be a filter that's not
Dalton,
there.
I appreciate the sub, man. You're awesome.
Thank you for the sub. Sub to Manacaster and Wrench both, please.
But yeah, no. So I definitely noticed that going against them, where it was only lower. No. Dalton, I love you, man. But
Or don't. I mean, you'll never find out about the newest hottest shit. So I mean, some people just don't care about that. Like, it's okay to be behind on certain things in your life.
Here for Rich. I love you, Dalton. But yeah, no. As I was saying though, I did notice that, and there was two times. One of them was lunar, and then I can't remember the other one was. I think it was no, it did have a hybrid, 2 or 3 hybrid cards in there, but overall it still ran with kind of the same mindset. But that was the one time it actually did go only a mono deck. So I did notice that. But the other 2 times it was totally fine. Like one of them was I think it was steel and I don't know what y'all call it. Is it soul? I think if you're going lunar. Or what do you call them, the light decks?
Real quick,
Solar
so
and
that
lunar.
everyone's aware, is there's 6 elements in Manacaster: solar, lunar, flame, water, earth, metal. Easy to remember because they're both 2 syllables and it's 3 pairs of opposites: solar and lunar, flame and water, earth and metal.
Yep.
And so there are 9 hybrids, meaning cards that can be cast with 1 of 2 types of mana. So you'll see on the screen right now at the top there, top right, Lava Spark Condemnation, that costs 8 mana total, 3 of which must be either any combination of flame or metal. So there are 9 of those hybrids. Each of them is locked to a specific keyword. So flame metal is Twin Strike. So flame cards can have Twin Strike and 2 other types of abilities. Metal cards can have Twin Strike and 2 other types of abilities, but flame metal hybrids can only have Twin Strike on them. This is how we enforce a very strict sense of balance across the colors. Every hybrid has a 8 mana condemnation spell. So you'll see Lava Spark Condemnation, Sun Grace Condemnation, Moon Grace Condemnation, Lava Spark Condemnation, whatever. All of them are going to do, I believe those are the ones that do 8 damage for 8 mana. And in this case, it's going to grant the keyword Twin Strike. In the case of, say, Sun Grace Condemnation, which is solar and lunar, the sun and solar and earth, the sun and the tree, that keyword is alert. It don't tap when it attacks.
Let's just play a game and let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. I think we've covered it.
Questions for later for sure. But definitely let's hop into it so we can show everybody kind of what the fun's all about. Also, Layden, you're awesome. Keeping a tab open. All right, we'll go and pop over to here, and we're gonna. If I can grab Discord, that'd be great.
Chat, real quick process. I already messaged Zenthi to find out exactly where it's pulling from, and it's either from public decks or your own decks. Okay, cool.
Okay, gotcha. So I don't have a only dark or only lunar.
Yeah, that'll be
so.
public decks then, and
yeah,
you should not. Okay, yeah, it should not be pulling from all public decks because that means there's no quality control.
Yep. Alrighty, so
let's just play one game constructed, I think, because draft can take quite a while sometimes with a new player. Because drafting, we pick, we build our decks on the fly, but you've already played once or twice, so we can just do a constructed game. So if you just pick one of the public decks up top, where it says active deck, you set your deck there.
Let's see, hold on, I go. I see active deck right here. See, I want to see the ones that I made.
Ah.
Would it be under deck builder possibly?
The deck builder, you can rename your deck to make it easier to find, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to deck builder, then you could rename your deck.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay,
So
then I see where the public decks are up here.
Oh, it's currently it's named New Deck 31.
Yep, that's one that I was using. But
Okay.
I say for up here, I have the. Wait, hold up. See, there's that one, and then let me go to edit. And this is my leech build.
Okay, let's see if I can beat it.
You guys want to battle each other, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what the plan is.
Okay, so just okay. Now we know what it's called. You can assign that deck on the Play Now tab on Active Deck. You should see New Deck 31.
All right, Leighton, I'll definitely see you.
Oh, Leech build. There you go.
Yep, there we go. So now
And then you
player
click,
right there.
Yeah. There we go.
Sweet, sweet.
Oh, my music stopped. Let me restart my music for everyone.
Hey Wiley, I'm not certain that your version of this. Oh wait, never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. I said nothing.
All right, let's see. This one's kind of got. I will say there's a lot of hybrids along with it, but it is definitely a interesting build. It's probably one of the stranger builds that I've seen so far.
And this. So hold on. I'm confused about how this co-streaming thing works. I'm on the Wiley stream. Am I going to see Wiley's hand? If I'm on your stream, I'm gonna see your hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ben, we have shared chat. The chat is shared, but if you want to see his stream, you got to pop over to his channel to see his hand.
Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. How I wanted it to work. Hell yeah. Cool.
I think let's go and pop you back out, and all right, there we go.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, no, I got you guys side by side. Perfection.
The only thing that would definitely be fun for streaming, if there's like a way that you could like have a spectator mode that would do both.
Yep. It's already in the works. The game client will support that. Don't you worry.
Awesome.
We need it for hosting tournaments. We need the ability for the tournament moderator to watch it and stream it and all that jazz. So, our general sort of ethos is like there's one right way to do this shit, and we need to find it for everything. So for spectator mode, for tournaments, etc. So while you two are playing, feel free to ask me to chime in if you need assistance. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep to myself and watch.
Yeah, so the attacking player goes first. So Wrench, that's you. You play a mana. Yeah, you on it.
I'm just going to do that guy right there.
Oh, the music stopped again. There we go. So, I'm just playing a tapped mana. You can hit me for your 1 damage. That's okay.
Golly. Process over here with just just taking shots already.
Oh boy. He's a cheeky one, that process.
Oh dear God, I just saw that.
Sassy, just wild. Oh,
yeah, I do
man.
like to watch. That's why I have a mirror in my bedroom, big man. Wiley knows I haven't a mirror in my bedroom.
I know, he's just kidding.
I would if it weren't for the optics of it.
Wrench, you need to hit and deploy. Oh yeah, you're just playing your mana. Okay.
Yep, I was seeing what I wanted to do.
Also, if you guys aren't screen sharing behind the scenes, don't forget that there may be a bit of a delay. I remember I was helping Old Man Suffer on this, and I was like, dude, no, to the left. And I didn't realize at first there was a 5-second delay, and he was like, bro. Calm down. You're watching the stream, not the screen share. Like, oh yeah, far out, man.
It's my turn. Should probably use that to my advantage to actually go.
If you have another one cost, you could play it. You already played your mana for the turn.
Yep, I think I'm just gonna stick with that for now.
So in
Hey,
that
Wiley,
case, you just check.
We should all grow a mustache
I
like that
check.
and call it the caster stash and piss off all the women in our life.
The amount of times I've been called Dirt McGirt, especially by people down in Florida, is pretty impressive.
I don't know. I think it's a pretty good stash, man.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm a fireman. It's part of it.
Oh, I
part
didn't
of
know
the
that.
bit.
Yeah, no. With that, otherwise you lose your certification. I get it.
Exactly. You'll get beheaded if you don't have the mustache properly done. Let's see.
So, oh yeah.
Now the question is, what am I feeling?
You're feeling confident for your first game of Manacaster, I can tell you that.
I think I'm gonna probably just go with this guy right here.
Oh, wow. Whoever our moderator is the fastest gun in the West.
That's me.
Hang on.
I'm playing and moderating.
Oh, son.
It probably wouldn't be the greatest idea, so we'll just go on ahead and check.
It's turn 3.
Also, I will say I had to get some mead to start out.
Ooh,
Mead.
nice.
Classy.
Yep. Homemade mead, back sweetened with wildflower honey.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
That is like hillbilly chic right there. That is so
Exactly.
refined. Up there with bathtub gin with elderflower botanicals.
The bathtub gin is wild.
Wood.
Let's see. Just want that.
Ooh, sorry to do you like this.
It's all good. I got something on my sleeve.
Oh, they're must
I'm
attackers.
dirty.
You had no choice. But now you're probably going to
Yeah.
do a small board wipe and kill my shit, quite possibly.
No sense in pulling that out too early.
Ah, he's saving it.
I think I saw the card you mean.
This one right here.
I'm doing a card draw spell.
Yeah. I see the one you're
I'm
talking.
feeling. Probably should have. Now that I think about it, did I even grab the right? Oh no, I didn't grab the right cards for that one, did I?
Just double check back and forth because it's easy to make a mistake. I also noticed your deck is using a lot of triple lands.
Yeah, there's a reason behind it because I got a very diverse deck that I kind of chose to go with. Just
You know,
because
your deck can afford the life loss, that's why.
Yep, exactly.
Sorry, I'm new here. What's really
Let's go
funny is you're
ahead
technically
and-
playing against my account, which is why that ridiculous looking Pokemon cat thing is staring you back in the face. Try to find the most annoying.
Menacingly.
I want you to underestimate the competence of my avatar, so you play poorly.
Let's see, and then make use out of that. Actually, wait, hold up. I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Take care of you.
Boom.
Then, yep, it's all yours.
Wiley, if Seabass is working on the UI, maybe we can get him to sneak peek us a few screenshots that you can just toss up on your stream.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Shoot him Let me shoot him a quick DM and mention it and see if he has anything.
I also have a screenshot that I took of his stream earlier.
So he's got that. So that'll be good there.
You have no response, so I'm just gonna crack in for 2.
Let's see. I'm gonna end that deploy. And
Or maybe I did that wrong.
and we'll go on ahead and tap that for now. And I think we're feeling. No, not yet. Not yet. It's still too early.
I thought I told my guy to attack, but he didn't. I wonder if I'm stupid or if that was a bug. Unclear. I think probably
These days, it's usually not a bug.
it's usually user error. Yeah.
At this point, thankfully, it's usually a misunderstanding. However, you should feel free to make a note of the card in case you want to double check, because it's bug testing. It's never fair to assume.
Exactly. I've had plenty of. I will say there's a couple times against the AI where just like everything stopped working. I can't remember what card it was. I tried to recreate it. With
If you tell the dev, he can pull the logs for you.
Okay, it was a couple of days ago, but that definitely will let him know.
If you tell him approximately like what time, he can probably just find out.
I feel like it was like 7 o'clock, like 4 days ago or somewhere around that.
It also may just be something that has been fixed since then.
Gotcha. It's about time that we use this.
Okay, so my rally did. Oh yeah, rally did trigger, but he got me. So my rally saved that dude.
Yeah,
That was
it saved that one there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is okay. I'm okay with this.
All right.
By the way, Process, I love this deck you made. The anti-meta deck is fire looter.
See, and we'll check that. Submit. He'll do his thing.
Thanks to Ambush, you're not going to get your life gain.
Yep.
So be it.
All good there. There we go. Just need to get. Have to do that one again as well. I probably need to adjust that. Then honestly, nah, no sense in doing that. Let's see what you're working with. That.
Okay, I crack in for 3.
Yep, and then I negate that. It'll let me. I think that may have been what was the problem last time as well. Was it this card?
If you have so if you have a problem with that card, it's because it's not supposed to be in the game. Tell me if casting Simple Prayer don't work, it's because it's not supposed to be there. But it's interesting that you found that you wanted to play with it, because
that does make sense.
We don't have any zero cost cards, but that was meant for rogue mode, where you're going to unlock cards that are only usable in like versus the computer mode.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's actually, I'm pretty sure that's what broke my game last time too against
I bet you it was.
That's exactly what happened.
I bet you that's what it was. I actually already when I saw it in your opening hand, I already told Sensi to disable that.
Gotcha. That would definitely make sense.
Oh, back to me. You played a 4/5. Okie dokie. I have just the ticket. But no. Oh, wait. Let's think about this more carefully. Let's play our mana. And not be hasty. Let's not be hasty now. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you did. Going ahead and verify through that. We'll have enough. So we'll pull you out.
Ha process. I know. We don't have haste. We have rapid.
Go.
Ever vigilant he is.
I'm just going to check. I played my mana wrong.
And that one there.
Yep.
Submit.
These two should trade.
Yep, that'll do it. Yep.
And my grower will grow. And so it begins.
And that's going to be all that. So I have the option for either one of those. You're going to be a problem. So I'm going to take care of that.
And now I have the allied grower who grows on that. So process. Oh my god, I love this deck. It's nasty.
That's definitely a good deck for sure.
Process has played almost more than anyone as a playtester. You know, I've been playtesting with him all year, and at some point he just got better than me. I especially at deck building.
Yeah, that happened pretty quick once he started playing a lot.
Oh yeah.
That'll be a heavy hit.
Skadoosh.
Which is unfortunate because I didn't know that wasn't supposed to be in there because that was kind of what part of this was built around.
Kind of counting on that. Oh my god, that's still in there? I thought we took that out ages ago. Good catch, good catch.
What card?
It was
Simple
the simple prayer.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't, for whatever reason, it didn't actually get filtered out.
Ah.
Go ahead and just throw down another mana card while we're at it. And just deploy that. Oh, that's there.
When blocked. Okay.
Gotcha.
And I'll check.
Just taunting me over there.
Yep. Ooh. Okay, that's this turn, but this guy doesn't have rapid. So you can't attack with him this turn.
Hey, appreciate the follow process. Combat.
So that was a misplay, I'm afraid, because that was not a perma buff. That was just a till end of turn buff.
I was kind of under the impression that you were likely going to attack.
That was it is your attack turn, unfortunately.
Oh, gotcha. Did not know that.
Yeah. If you look at the top next to the counter,
that's where it's. Yep.
That's where it says who's attacking, defending. Which,
That'll do it.
Perhaps we need to make that more obvious, more in your face somehow.
Also, if you put like a text that shows up, like like attacking, then maybe that would.
Yeah, maybe a little pop up in the center. Yeah, we probably should have a pop up in the center that's very hard to miss.
I wouldn't do that because it's going to block the whole screen. Instead, put it above your hand in a line that says you're attacking or you're defending. So like when you're making casting decisions, I've been thinking about this because like when you're making casting decisions to buff your dudes, it's like, oh fuck, it's my defense turn. That's pointless. So I think it should be.
It could be the top right corner of your hand, maybe.
No, I would put it dead center because the cards on your hand are going to be left aligned, and so center is always going to be like between the card you're casting and its target. You're always going to see that.
Yeah.
Right at the start of the turn, it says something, but when you're deep in the game, we're trying to not force people to remember. It says on the top left of your screen that you're attacking or defending, and it flashes. So but that's in the moment you're making the decision. If it says on the top of your hand, attacking or defending this turn. That I think will solve everything.
Closer to the cards, because you're looking at the cards. So actually, having it down near the cards.
Down here, whenever that shows up, usually.
Word.
What we could also do is just highlight your hand in the same sort of slightly flashingness when you're attacking. But I still think the text would be the most clean way to be like, you are attacking this turn. You are defending this turn. Nothing. That's the simplest way without having to use any sort of symbols or icons or colors. Is just text.
Yeah, I think I agree. But that's happened so many times now that, it's become apparent.
Yeah, go ahead and explain it to Zenthi in whatever way makes the most sense to you, because I think that's what needs to happen.
Actually, think about that. Let's use that right there instead.
Okay, back to me. And you played a 4-5. And I will just dispatch him before you can let him grow. Boom. And then my enemy grower grows. Very good, very good.
Wait, now let's We'll hold off on that.
And I'll just check.
And deploy.
Same. And now I can attack if I want to, and both of these guys can safely... Actually, all of my guys can safely kill yours without dying. Because of ambush, they all hit for Well, the Twin Striker will deal 6 ultimately, and he can take 5. So all of my units can kill yours. So you can block and you have to block to survive. Yeah. And I get the extract.
That's a kill.
Oh, you did kill. How did you kill?
I attacked the
revenge. Oh, you had revenge. That's why. Revenge. Yep. Yeah.
Must be a bug.
No, it's just revenge. I forgot
I'm
he had
making fun
revenge.
of you. I'm trying to start a new catchphrase. Whenever someone makes a misplay or doesn't notice something, I just want to say, must be a bug. Because for a long time, that was the only explanation, is like, you don't have enough time to make a bad play. You're going to get by a bug.
Like, me and Process played this back when it was so buggy, like, so much in the early days of the digital game, that I'm not used to it not being bugged. I'm still getting used to it actually working.
You have PTSD. Like, if your mouse cursor stops moving because your mouse runs out of batteries, it's a Manacaster bug.
Always. It's all bugs. Bugs everywhere.
Always.
It's like Starship
To be
Troopers
fair,
out here.
to be fair, I found a massive bug today in the card creator, so that a few cards that was like, that doesn't seem good enough. I was like, yeah, no, that's definitely not good enough. And it means that a dozen cards that you guys haven't seen are going to get a little buff.
Hey,
Eh,
Dr. Deadclick. Thank you for joining us.
Dr. Deadclick, yo, what's up?
Now, hold up. So if I have... That's weird. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 10 out. Huh. I won't even let me play that one. It's weird. Just throw that out there.
Did you say you couldn't play something that you thought you could play?
Yeah, the Sungrace Titan, because I've got...
he costs 12. Not 10.
There he costs 9. Or is that...
9. He costs the 9 plus 3.
Oh, plus this. Okay, that makes sense now. That
All the Titans cost 12.
Gotcha. Okay.
All of them. Yes, sir.
You know what? I'll do that.
Oh, board wipe. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me.
Even though it did take out my guy, it was required of that point.
Oh, that was a massacre. Well played, sir.
Yeah, I mean, now you know that you're very close to putting out your end game, dude, and that's going to make life real hard for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to pretty much kill me within this turn before I can throw him out.
Never know, he might have his own, though.
True.
I have a kill spell, you never know, man. You both have a bunch of cards in your hand.
I'm gonna buff my dude just in case you're trying to finish him off.
Wait.
The grower do still be growing. It's true. And now he has Riposte. So Riposte increases his attack based on his defense power, capped by incoming damage. So that makes him hit for a lot. Ooh, okay. And now I'll throw this guy out here.
Another Riposte. In which case, we'll throw him out.
Okay, I'm just going to check.
And I will end deploy.
And yeah. Yeah, okay. Me too.
There we go.
Yep. Just check and deploy, or you might play something still.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, me too.
And that. Gotcha.
I'll play this little guy.
In that case, I'll play that one there. After that, just we don't take any more. And then let's run you while we're at it. Well, I hit the wrong thing.
Oh no!
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Tragic. How tragic. It's my attack turn.
I thought I hit in turn before I deployed him.
So I will give ambush to this unit, and I will just kill this unit. Boom.
I gotcha.
Hey, Zero Dev, welcome in.
Go ahead and deploy that one. Oh, welcome.
You played a 1/2 if unblocked, blah blah blah. I will just kill him too. Bye bye.
There we go. Then there's just him sitting there.
Yeah.
Right. And that.
I think this might be GG unless you have another unit to drop.
The only one that I have to drop is unable to be dropped.
Ah.
Currently, at least.
Oh no, actually I don't have rapid, so you can survive another turn if you sacrifice both your guys.
That's likely what will happen. There we go.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Yep, they're gone. It's really unfortunate that what part of my strategy relies around isn't even supposed to be in the game.
Which was just the one little life gain spell?
Because what it pretty much was, I was going to life gain, and then opposed to making them out of the play, I was going to tap cards, so I'd be able to have them way sooner and do an early attack.
Oh, that would make a difference, yeah.
Pretty much just do a little sacrificial kind of a play.
Okay, that taints my victory. That means I kind of... It doesn't feel like a full victory because we hamstringed
I guess
your...
you gotta play again.
Your strategy.
I'm not playing again.
Play again.
I'll have to.
That card.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna swap that card out.
I think you can afford to play fewer triple lands. Also, I think you're putting an unnecessary pressure on your life total. I usually won't play more than.
Now that that's the case, definitely will be changing that strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, there shouldn't be any zero cost cards in the main game.
Mm-hmm. Instead of doing that, which I'd like to do that. Oh wait, no, I could. Could I? Well, technically, even if I still did either one of those, it's still going to be GG most likely.
And
Yeah. And the most I can do is just heal either that or run the Titan and still get taken out by the other two.
I'm just gonna check.
Like that. And that.
Oh, I have to play my mana. Sorry.
There, you're good.
That was me. So I'm just gonna check.
Yeah, may as well.
Which lets me end this decisively. Boom!
Yep. Oh, dang.
I had the massive kill spell just for that.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
Boom, boom, boom. GG's.
GG. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get rid of that card. I know it's not supposed to be there. Go fix that.
Why don't you play Process's meta deck? Because it's designed to be the opponent to the deck that I'm playing. I'm playing the anti-meta deck, so you could try the meta deck. But I gotta run and use the toilet while you update your deck choice.
Alrighty. For the meta right now. Process is meta. Yep. Add that deck. And then go over there and let's fix the leech deck. Actions. Now to find said action. Wait, I can. You're gone. And now units. Go actually actions again. One of those to life. Attrition. And a rapid. Then let's go to the mana and drop 2, drop 1. Let's grab 3, 1, 1, and then should make it a little more attainable. Over here as well. Drop you and you. Okay, got it. I don't think I even had any steel in that deck. So we'll increase that. Decrease one of those. Where is Lunar? Oh, it's back here. Grab 2 Lunar. Let's get rid of one of those and go with a hybrid of you. Okay. Might be a little more reasonable build. Oh yeah. No, there's that definitely going through the decks for sure is going to be a lot of figuring out what's going to be the best counter to what.
True. Well, I'm back and ready to go when you are.
All right, let's send it.
Okie doke.
All right. You. Go. Oh. Okay. Maybe later on down the road for sure. You, and then one. That. There we go.
Okie doke.
All right.
I'm attacking. Let's go.
It's very damn good. Okay, gotcha.
Okie doke.
So let me go with that. Actually, I'll move you over there. Then there we go.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Now, do I really want to use that just yet? No, we'll hold off for the time being. Gotcha, so you get ambush. I will drop. Second one here. And for you.
Process, I'm making you a mod. And, Ben, I would make you a mod too, but I don't see you in chat. Okay, I take my 3 damage and kill the other one.
Yep, and then oh, I do heavy. Gotcha. Be a little bit later game for sure.
Here we go. Ben, if you're listening, say something in the chat. And
Really,
I'll grant you moderator privileges.
One life. Okay. We'll do that then. Just with the overall goal of
Oh, bro. It's your defense turn. Oh, he's tapped. And that was temporary.
Was it only for? Oh, I can't. I need to. Yeah, I need to remember to read this turn.
Yeah, that's key. Yeah. I'll crack in for my 1 damage, my measly 1.
So I'm still back to normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, I gotta chip away, keep things under control.
Okay. Fortunately, though, he will die from that. So let's make use of that. Fortunately, though, right? Actually, no, because they are both ambush cards. The question is, do I? It's going to be tapped.
Okay, it's your attack turn.
Mm-hmm.
How do I want to play this? Oh, I know.
What's that? Okay. Hmm. Check that.
Doke. Yep.
That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Okay.
Okay, my attack turn, and it's turn 5. And I misplayed my mana as usual, but it's okay.
At least you didn't misplay a 5 defense card.
Yeah. I'm going for the card draw spell. There we go.
Yeah, as well.
It's my attack turn, so I'm pretty safe.
Why do you? I swear, I got a new CPU, and now Norton decides it's okay to self-install my PC.
Oh dear.
It's such a headache, dude.
Oh no, Process is like so cooked that he thinks that he's playing. He's like, he's hovering his mouse. No, bro, he's been playing so much. Let me zoom in for you.
Okay. There we go.
I don't think there's any advantage to dropping a little unit right now, so I'll save him. And
Process, I feel that on a on a very deep level.
Yeah, I'll just crack in with everything.
I do.
That might be silly, but screw it.
Let's do that.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded.
Classic. I believe that if you double blocked one of those units, you could have killed them.
Most likely. I was trying to negate damage.
Ah, right. Also valid.
Now the question is...
I have taken the lead.
I can still at least do this.
Ooh, ouchie.
Clear the board a little bit.
Now it's probably safe to deploy this. I was waiting for that board wipe.
Alright. Check that. And so you get one more of those. What could I use later on? Okay, we can use one of you guys. Which gives me the ability to use any of those.
Ooh, hello. What have we here? A formidable foe.
A formidable foe has appeared.
Okie doke.
Gotcha. Okay. Having an ambush is going to be pain. Do. Yeah, let's go for it.
Good thing I have a chump blocker, so you can only leech one life. And good thing he doesn't have heavy.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have heavy.
Yep. Now,
So you're back to full.
deploy the allied grower.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Deploy the grower.
I'll find a way to use that though. Probably not actually. Now that I see that. Do I? Hey, thanks for the follow, Ben. What do I feel like would be the best? We're just gonna drop this. Then as we can attempt maybe.
Give him a riposte.
Yep. And
Get
also
the card draw.
get some life back.
Get the life, get the cards. Legit. That's valid. Yep. New target for removal. Oh yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Gotcha. So no matter how I write it up, as we call it in the business, ain't no fucking way. We'll just use you. You go, my old cannon fodder.
Yep. We used to have cards that couldn't block, and then we decided that was super annoying, and we focused more on must attack units because you can still block with them, and you can drop them as cannon fodder, as you say.
Right, exactly.
And here I come.
Let's see, who would you do the best against?
The most damage is the red one, the shock steel siege captain. Hits for 4.
Though on top of that, going against him as well and having him as cannon fodder, the other two can't gain life off of killing him.
Oh, yeah. Well, Twin Strike hits early like ambush, so you still don't leech.
Right. I mean, he's gonna die either way.
They all had ambush or Twin Strike, so yeah.
Gotcha. So let's do that and end deploy. Gotcha. So I need one more of those. Actually, before I do that, let's actually be a little tactical about that. Yeah, we'll use that instead. That with we can. Yeah, let's do that.
8/8. Yikes. Oh dear. Well, that's bothersome.
You got 8-8 and a 6-6, so maybe I can do something.
Yeah, maybe. They both have leech. Ay ay ay.
Mm-hmm. But they're both definitely a bit of a pain. We need you going. Definitely a pain.
Okay.
Annoying, not a huge issue.
Okay, I have a plan. And so I do that. And
Gotcha. I think I have an idea of what you're doing.
I will also kill this one.
Hey. Well, that's a bit of a pain.
Mm-hmm. And then I make sure you only gain 2 life when I throw my chump blocker in front of him. If you attack, that is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a case could be made for holding him back as a blocker because I'm starting to outnumber you quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what exactly might be. So I get a 10 to a 9, so it's still going to be a pretty much immediate kill either way. As a blocker, though, how effective would you be?
The little blocker, you'll gain 2 life
Block
and kill him, and that's that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna actually hold back on the attack.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
Because I can at least block 2 because none of them have heavy. So
Well, oh, if you have another unit, you can block 2, but you can only block 1 unit at a time.
mm-hmm.
One, 5, 4, it's 10, 13. Choices. Choices.
That is a card we can use. Let's have that. So will that be enough? It's for those 2 would be enough, but still, even then. If I did that, that will not preserve. Do.
Okay, I play the allied grower.
So what I'm going to do here, allied unit dies. Oh, gotcha. I guess the collab got shut down somehow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what process just said.
Oh, okay. Let me send you the link again.
Yeah, let me pull up. Well, it's showing that we're still on here. Here, just
On my
refresh
stream, it
real
looks
quick.
like we still are, but
Yeah.
refresh.
Let me. Here, I'll just send me another invite. I will actually I might be able to rejoin. See, maybe that works. Let's try that.
It looks like we're still. Oh, start sharing chat. Just the chat got timed out or something.
That's it. Let me also you're unmuted.
Oh, I was unmuted. I gotta mute it again. There we go.
There we go.
Okie doke.
Now we're good.
So back to you.
Yep. Let's see what we're gonna do here.
Oh,
I have two possible.
okay.
things I
Good
can do.
tip, Puddin. Thank you for that, Puddin. Using a Chrome-based browser with sleeping tabs disabled.
Yeah,
Okie
mine
doke.
I don't see. I just have the Chrome behind my GX.
Yeah, it's probably me. I'll look into that. Good to know. Because that has happened to me before, so that could explain that. Good shout, Puddin.
So we'll do that.
Heavy Leech Revenge. Decisions.
Yeah, so you get revenge on that one now.
Okay, I just shrink him a little.
Mm-hmm. So what I could always do.
Give him a little
is
shrinky dink.
put those. So I could possibly. Then we'll do that. Give him a health back.
Buff him back up again. Okay.
I'm also giving myself some life as well.
Yeah, legit. Inching back into the lead once more. Memory saver. Ooh, okay. I just learned something.
Put in. Appreciate the follow, man.
Okie doke. Oh, I have to play my mana.
I swear, I love that soundbite that I have for the follows, but when I'm playing a horror game and that plays, it genuinely terrifies me.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Okay, I'll crack in with these two.
Okay, gotcha. So if I could do... Both these are going to be a nuisance. So honestly... I don't want to do that. But either way... Yeah, we're not going to waste that. No, I'll take care of him. So pain that.
Both my allied growers grow, but you were able to leech some damage to counterbalance the other guy, so that's not so bad.
Let's see, we'll end that one there. That wouldn't be worth it by any means. In fact, that would actually be worse.
What you got? What you got?
Okay.
Show me what you got.
Here's what we'll do. Do that. Submit that.
Oh, heavy. Hello. And when blocked, it gains the +1 permanent. That's problematic, actually. Yeah, that's a problem. We can't be having that.
You're going to use the card, aren't you?
We do. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do.
We'll also do that while we are at it. Can we, technically speaking? No, we couldn't. That's unfortunate. Granted, I could always... You know what? Yeah, may as well.
The cute hobgoblin.
Yep.
Always a good choice. Yep. He's a great chump blocker. Okay. Show mana. Play mana. Play your mana. Oh. Another misplay from Wiley. That's okay. Business as usual. Always playing the wrong mana or playing the right mana, tapped or untapped when it should be the opposite. Yeah, here we go.
Going to... Yeah, may as well.
Classic. A classic play on my part. But I can deal with this. This is deal withable. Very deal withable.
So I get that up by 1. Let's see. Do it again with that.
All right.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I gotta find
The double
that.
block.
Yeah.
And you only have 2 mana up, so I'm not too worried about a board wipe right now.
Let's go a little rat bastard in the corner.
Oh, I didn't even need to double block because riposte would have annihilated that dude anyway, but I kind of wanted to anyway because then my growers grew. So, that's cool. Once again, me bumbling my way to victory. Thanks to this beautiful deck by Process. Thank you, sir.
So it is a... I don't want to go, oh, it's overpowered, but it's a very powerful deck for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's overpowered. It's a damn good deck. Let's see if we can build it. We have to build the deck to beat this deck now. Like Process.
Right.
This is your job, is to update the meta deck and make sure that the meta deck can beat the anti-meta deck, because I think the anti-meta deck is now the meta.
Or hear me out, you build the anti-meta deck.
The anti-meta deck. Yeah, pretty much. Is there any reason why I wouldn't play this card on turn 11? No.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, that's going to be a completely useless card. It will just serve to be a pain to me. Well, I say that. Pull you out. Now, you know what? That's we'll run that.
Oof. Did you even kill anything?
No, but I took everything's health down. I killed
okay.
The only thing I killed was myself.
Okay, you probably gonna chain it with another one, I suppose. Well, in that case, I will just go for the card draw.
Yeah, no, definitely the twin strike is 100% countered by the riposte for sure.
Well, I mean, if you hit enough in the first strike.
True, but also if you have a hard hitting ambush on top of that, then I mean it counters pretty much anything.
Yeah, the ambush riposte combo is gnarly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to finish my guys off with another board wipe?
That was the blunder.
Oh, you
Had
didn't
that
have enough
one.
mana?
No.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. The wrench is cooked, chat. I'm going to get the dub.
Am.
I'm coming for the dub. Bumbling my way to victory yet again.
The most I can do is try to add a little more life.
Yep. Yeah, you're up to 30, but I will fix that soon enough. Here's a 2-3. Ambush, twin strike, riposte. Yeah, I just crack in with everything.
Yeah. Now the question is, have you ran anti-meta against anti-meta?
Against itself?
Mm-hmm.
We have not. Not that I know of, actually.
Let's do that next.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep. Yeah, because that deck 100% is the exact counter to that for sure. I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with. Let's see. Now give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah, it might be the counter to itself is itself, which begs the question, is this the new meta? Parry doesn't sound like the answer, especially after we nerfed it. What do you think, chat? Is riposte OP? Didn't occur to me till now, but then I saw my riposte unit hitting for, 16, 18 damage, and I was like, oh, with ambush. Gnarly. But, it's only like in combat. It's not going to do that to the player, but if you can get rid of everything in combat, then you win. Something to ponder. Process says, the mix of ambush, riposte, and revenge is what I did to counter Twin Strike Parry. Yeah, some cards end up being sacrifices, but as long as you manage to press the advantage with the ridiculous amount of direct damage actions in that deck, you're Gucci. Yeah. And anyway, the sacrifices are fine when you're running friendly growers. The units that get +1/+1 when a friendly unit dies. And then you have plenty of removal in there too, and you run the enemy growers, and you can basically stay ahead of most board wipes. Unless they're running really big board wipes, and they pull them at the right time, like an 8 damage board wipe or something, and they pull it so that they're ready to cast it on turn 8. You can get your growers out on turn 6, right? So they need to be able to wipe on turn 7 or 8 before the growers pop off. At the latest, kinda.
Alrighty.
Yo.
Yep, I get this last little bit set up right here, and we'll be all good to run it.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna run that deck against itself?
Yep, that's the plan.
Okie doke.
Alrighty. And let's go on ahead and run that, see how it does.
Let's go. Okay.
That, and then finally, that, because I have an idea. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we'll go with it.
Cool. And you're on the attack.
Yep.
That's that. On to turn 2.
What do we do? Yeah, we can definitely do that next round for sure. Process. What's the deck called?
Yeah, what's the name of that? Process made a deck that's focused on debuffing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be called debuff or something like that. I think I saw it in there. It has debuff in the name, probably. Shocking.
Perm.
Oh,
Gotcha.
process perm. Okay, perm. Okay, like permabuff or debuff.
Perma debuff.
Yeah, there it is. which should be very interesting because I'm not sure. Like, this could just be my personal opinion, but I'm kind of biased against debuff cards, and I've always have been. But we tweaked the balance on them, and maybe they're good now. Probably so. So let's see. Yeah, turn 3.
Well, now that I think about it, let's go ahead and get some of these on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good to get the big units in range where you can kill them the following turn. So it's turn 3. You have 3 units out. How do I feel about that? Mixed feelings. 3-2. I can't be taking 3 damage from the 3-2. That's unacceptable. So here we go.
Gotcha.
Now I deploy a mana. And deploy the jab. And I jab the arsonist. Bye-bye.
I almost got that card too. So I was thinking about it.
I'm a big fan of the jab. It's a staple in my opinion. When I'm drafting, I always take the jab. Don't want them having the jab. I want the jab. Oh, it's me.
What did I just get?
Turn 4. What's the play for me? It's my attack turn. One of my dudes has rally, the other has focus.
W's in for fixing that bug.
Oh yeah. Is this guy rapid? No. So this guy would hit 4.
Revenges. That's it.
5 total. Okay, I'm going with the card draw spell.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So that's gonna be a pain.
Xanthi is a beast.
Let's see what we're working with here. You go with that kind of build?
Oh, is that how that came about? Okay, so Process made the perma debuff deck because we had a bug where the debuff that should kill wasn't killing. So we made a deck to test that, and it turned out pretty good because Process is good at deck building. Okay, what do we got? 1-2, Twin Strike, Revenge, Focus. Okay.
We'll make use out of you.
Ooh, mirror matchup. Right. With the Watchman.
I counter your Watchman with another Watchman.
Yeah. Legit. Wait, did my focus trigger not work? Why is my dude not Oh, he is focused. Yeah, he is. Do I attack? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I probably do. But I'll just deploy my mana first. And deploy. And I will crack in with this guy.
That's what you're doing.
Just to assert dominance.
So, in which case, let's just do that.
Okie doke. You get your one
Put in my
extract.
board. Then, okay, got that one. Now, what else we're going to be working with here? Let's go with that, which wouldn't hurt too bad to have. Well, we won't be set up with it just yet. Gotcha. So in that case, that with you. At advantage. Keeping the mustache maintained throughout most of my streams is such a pain. Because like I feel like one side trying to go lower than the other. It's like, all right, you need to go back up or you need to go back down. It's just constant.
Does it take a fair amount of wax to get it to
Decent amount, yeah. Like I have
do that?
actual, because of how big it is out, I have to use curlers first and then I have to wax it.
Word. That's nice. This is serious mustache biz.
Oh yeah, no, it's the whole production I got to do to get it set up right.
Commit to the bit.
Could do that. However, I'm still going to be at a disadvantage either way. So instead, pass that.
Deploy. Okay, turn 6. What am I doing? My attack turn. Who's rapid? He's rapid. Turn 6.
So now I'm looking with
4, 5, 6.
okay, so I might use that. I can't use that just yet, but I can still use that.
Out comes the grower.
Gotcha.
Always take care of the soup strainer, says Process. True dat.
Now the real question is, who do we want to go for next? So that meaning I did do. Okay. That looks like what I'm going to do now. Take care of our initial issue.
Oh. Okie dokie.
Gotta take care of the problem. Gotta cut the bud right at the source
Yeah.
before it becomes an issue.
Yeah, that's true.
as annoying as ambush is, growers are the bane of my existence.
Yeah, you've gotten pretty used to them causing you trouble, so now you just
Yeah,
dispatch them on sight before they get
pretty
bigger.
much. Alright. So if I did that. That's still pretty weak. So what I will do, let's go ahead and what's our next card that we need to drop to be safe. Wait, any of them work? Make use out of one of these guys. Probably wouldn't hurt to, well, both of them actually. You're the only issue that I have to worry about. So instead of doing that, I'll do this.
Card draw.
Yep.
Ah, there it is, yeah.
Really, a lot of, and no pun intended here, but it's quite literally is with the same deck against each other. It really is luck of the draw at this point.
Yeah, and not making mistakes. But, this is why we say that Manacaster is the chess of card battle games. Because, as in chess, this is like a chess match right here. Because we have the same tools. You can see what the other person has. And you can kind of surmise what's in their deck. What's in their hand, almost. So it becomes a chess battle where you make a misplay and then you lose.
Exactly.
So in Manacaster, like it's more objective. Like there is a right play and a wrong play. If you make the wrong play, you're effed.
Exactly. That's what I like about it. That's what I've noticed for sure is that like you can feel like whenever you actually do something wrong, like, oh, I did something wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no debate. It's like, okay, that was the wrong play. And it's not implemented yet, but there's going to be a chess timer. Right now, we just have this like general timer. But ultimately, it's going to be each player has their own timer that's ticking down, and whenever it's your turn to make a move, your timer is ticking. So, if your timer runs out, you lose. Also, if you run out of cards, you lose. If you run out of cards in your deck, that also.
Yeah, I did see that. If you run out of cards, you lose.
But then we'll have like casual mode, won't have the timer, but then. Ranked
like the competitive mode.
Or competitive mode will have the timer. And, when we were playtesting on tabletop, we played with the chess timer quite a bunch, and it gets super intense when you have the timer there ticking.
Oh, yeah, especially whenever you have way more mana you got to work with, you have way more cards you're playing with. You really have to, make your moves wisely, but also not let the timer ticking, quite literally, play that mental game with you.
Oh, yeah. I will... Let's see, what will I do? The guy hits for 5. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna take my 5. Yeah, you get into these situations where, a player will like give you a very complicated decision and then leave you with sitting there trying to figure it out while your timer ticks down, and then you get stressed out and you make the wrong play because you're like, okay, here we go.
But see, whenever you have the timer, you have to actually add in like the clicking when it gets down to like maybe 30 seconds just to add that extra stress to it.
Yeah. Which reminds me that I should really push Zenthi to implement that ASAP, because it's really an important part of the game.
Because otherwise you're sitting here for 10 minutes on a single hand.
Yeah, right. We should really discourage that.
Yeah.
Get light a fire under people's asses. It's my attack turn. So, what am I doing? It's turn 8. Any of my guys have rally? This one does.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see what we're doing there. Go ahead and throw you out while we're at it. No idea what I do with it, but I can do it. Okay. I can actually. Now I think about that, I can do that.
Doing a big card draw. And putting rally on this guy.
Okay, so you're rallying there. I can also do this.
Oh,
Take care of him.
Ouch.
And while we are at it, yeah, let's just drop you while we're at it. Looks like it's I'm not sure if the shared chat went out again or not, but I know it's showing up here in the top left. I'm not showing the shared viewers anymore.
Ay.
Yeah. Always fun.
Okay, that'll fix it. Now
Refresh my browser over here as well. It should be fine. It's just being weird, like always.
Yeah. Not gonna attack.
Gotcha. I go end that one. Oh, now it's being funny. Now it's working, I think.
I think so. I reactivated it. Seems to be working.
Oh yeah. It's also you got to remute.
Oh, I thought I did. I did.
Okay,
Just takes a second.
Hold on. It's still showing over here that it's not. Let me
Maybe you have to
mute audio.
refresh.
That's off. Stream together is always a kind of a pain sometimes.
Oh.
Could possibly.
Okay, now. Okay, how about now?
That I think that's good. I think I also muted my. Well, I turned off my audio from there, so it should be good now.
Okie doke.
Yep. Guess what? Let's see. Could always do that, which may not be a terrible decision. Let's save that up for later. It's fine. I can afford to lose that. That and then with that. I should still. Yeah, I can still use him, which is good. Quickly. There we go. Yeah, now it's showing back up on Twitch.
Good. I think I'm gonna pull out this guy.
Where? Camera, you need to stop unfocusing. I get there's a light behind me, but it's getting mad. Okay, gotcha. So, that being the case, I raise.
And I can still do something. I'll put out this little guy.
Gotcha.
Oh, he's must attack, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, swinging in with everything. Okay.
Yep. Go with all 5.
And you debuffed my warlock. Ouch.
Toss the coin to see where it landed, and hopefully it landed good. Is there a, I'm just thinking about it, is there a way that you can get a randomized hand?
Yes. When you're picking your cards, you can just choose to not pick and then just hit confirm, okay. And it'll be like, are you sure you want a random hand? And you say yes, and then, yeah. We call it going to the well. You can actually pick like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 cards and then confirm, and it'll fill the rest of your hand with random cards. So we call that to go to the well.
Is there a way to save that hand after it's been used?
No.
Might be something, maybe, because like if someone just pulls a random hand, it's like, oh wow, I really like this hand. Instead of going all the way back through, maybe at the end of the game it'll give you the option to save the hand.
Well, no, I don't think we would want that, in fact, because of reasons. Because we want to reduce the RNG, but not remove it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would just be straight up letting people pick their open hand completely. So we decided against that.
Gotcha.
We still wanted a little bit of RNG. All right.
That'll do it. Gotcha. Okay. I can use that to my advantage. I lied, but I can't. Okay, I might know how I can. No, probably not. Dang.
Decisions.
Hmm. And we'll tap that one. Next would be really no good play there. It's only one. Actually, I lied. This probably wouldn't be a terrible one.
Oh, bye-bye. How sad.
Hmm. Yeah, no sense in jumping that one, but I will, however, that.
Card draw.
Mm, not a bad hand. Definitely gonna hurt, but nothing I can't take care of.
Now we're
Now we're
tied. Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Now then, I played this card quite literally perfect. That there.
Sniped indeed. Sniped my grower.
Okay, so I can do. You're not gonna do anything, huh? Yep, still doing good, Leighton. Hopefully, work's going good for you.
Hey, welcome back. Process, is there a Titan in this deck? If you're listening, Process. Aye, ow, ow. Ouchie.
Got that one going.
I'm just curious if I... No Titans, okay.
3 off of that. Cool. All right. Hopefully, work's going pretty well, Leighton.
I'm on defense. What am I doing? Wiley, what is you doing? He's mostly tapped out.
Fun. Now I got a question. What's your favorite rebel to get? My sister loves to get them. I pretty much only drink black coffee anymore, so fun.
Decisions. Okay, I'm doing it.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
I don't like that. Okay. I see. Now then, the real question is, Okay, gotcha. How would I want to do my current hand? You know, maybe, just maybe. No, gotta think about this. Do the ambush.
What is Rebel?
It's an energy drink.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Let's see.
I got the
What
attention
else
of
is that?
Glitch. I think Glitch is sending us some samples to try out. Maybe we're going to get them to be sponsoring our esports program,
Nice.
which would be our first corporate sponsor.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just deploy that. Speaking of Red Bull, I got an entire box sitting right here for whenever I end up doing my my 24-hour stream. If I hit one more follower, I'm actually going to be doing not even 24 hours. It's going to be a Dark Souls stream, but it's from start to finish with a full marathon.
Whoa, you're going to play the whole game.
All of Dark Souls remastered, and then if I hit at some point when I hit 1,000.
Oh, all the games, not just one of them. You're going to just go through the whole frickin'
So that's kind of a
series?
possibility in the future, but right now it's just going to be Dark Souls remastered, just to go all the way through that. Then go to Dark Souls 3 at like either 200 or 250.
Dude,
And
hardcore.
once I hit 1K, what the plan is I'm going to do another marathon stream, but also back on Dark Souls Remastered. Though the only caveat is there is a VR mod for Dark Souls Remastered.
Oh, VR.
So I'm gonna play Dark Souls in VR.
So, and then you have the webcam, so we get to see you all swinging the sword around in real life.
Exactly. I'm gonna have
That's
the
cool.
I have my green screen set up too, so it's like at least somewhat well put together.
So you'll be in a fantasy setting, swinging it around. That sounds
dude,
amazing.
I'm probably gonna end up be wearing the cloak as well. I don't know if you saw what I'm wearing, but I've been wearing a cloak that I got
Oh yeah.
for anyone on. As you can see, I got that. Got the
Oh, as your PFP, you have the cloak. Yeah.
yeah, I got the cloak on there, but I also got this. Well, ever
Oh,
since
it's
I
on
play
right now.
like,
Oh, nice.
anytime I play any kind of fantasy game, I always have to wear it.
Amazing. Love it.
It's like a requirement.
Oh, you truly commit to the bit, sir. Well done.
Oh, that's the entire goal. Is every single time that I
That
go
is
on, I
the
try to
way.
make sure it's never half-assed, always full-assed.
Good. I'm just gonna check. I had to think carefully about that.
Started. Be revenge hit, which is gonna suck, but send it.
Leighton, do you stream as well? We can trade.
Trade is good. I do still, at least currently, have a slight upper hand advantage against the Berserker. Unless both Twin Strikes are successful. Then no longer.
Turn 12.
Okay. Gotcha. Your turn? Yeah, Dark Souls with VR is definitely going to be a experience for sure. Even going through with I'm going to try to look into the other stuff because I do also have what's called crowd control where people can actually it's luckily though I'm very used to VR. I have over 1,000 hours in VR. So I at least have the hang of things.
Word. I watched someone
Yeah,
playing a VR shooter yesterday, and I was like, whoa, that looks really fun at this point. Like, it's getting good.
Do you know which one it was?
No idea, I'm sorry to say.
All good.
4-5. Okay. Okay, I see you. With the riposte. Ooh la la.
But no, there's a thing called crowd control where like chat can actually control my game. So while doing that in VR, would be horrible, but I'm probably gonna do
it. Word. I'm gonna do this for the life gain and to keep control of the situation.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, to get the life gain. Don't forget the barf bucket, says Process. He's got 1,000 hours in VR. I don't think he needs the barf bucket.
Exactly. Hey, content is content. That's all I'm saying.
And if it comes to that, then great. That's true commitment.
I don't know that. What do you stream, Layton? I had no idea that you streamed.
Oh, I'll drop you a follow then.
Let's see. Do I want to go with?
Followed.
4-3. Let's do that.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, gotcha. So you're a variety like me. I've actually, me and my buddies been playing a pretty decent amount of Minecraft here recently, making a whole medieval village. That's been pretty fun. I used to love CS:GO, but it has given me such a just. I can't even play the game anymore before I lose my mind. Mainly, it's just the game's fun. The gun mechanics they're all right at best. My biggest issue is every time I get onto a team, I swear to you, it is like easily the slowest, most like brain dead troglodytes I have ever dealt with in a single match, all put together in a single conglomerate.
Removing that guy.
Oh, what was that? I look away from the screen for half a second. My warlocks died.
I did a little kill spell on your dude.
Yeah, I saw that. I look, I see a dragon. I see him go. I was like, that's not good.
Yep. Oh, it's okay. Check. My check.
Already.
I like CS:GO. I would suck at it, but I like to watch it.
I used to play it like in the not early days, but earlier days before CS2. I liked it. Then went to CS2, and then I swear to you, the community had to have gotten like. Somehow they got way slower.
I see. I can picture that.
What's up? So, right there we go.
Trade. Because he had focus and riposte and was more than powerful enough to trade. But he was going to hit you for 7. It was the right play, actually, because I was going to crack. I was cracking in for 7 thanks to focus. So
you're definitely going to do a lot more damage. That's why I was like, I'm going to go for the
you're still
sacrifice.
Technically in the lead. Oh, I have to play my mana.
Gotcha. Good. Actually, wait. Before I do that, do any of you have what I want you to have? Probably not. Never played smart enough. I could technically. I lied. I could not make use out of that. No matter what I do, unless.
This is getting mentally taxing because it's like, okay, I can't afford any mistakes. He has all the same tools that I have. Like the mirror match is really chessy.
It's very,
It's
yeah,
really
it's
chessy.
It's no matter how far it is, and it is, it's still anyone's game.
Yeah. We really need that chess timer.
For real. Yeah. Let's just do a lower end.
1-2 repost ambush extract.
So we'll work with a 3-2, well, 3-4 rally, ambush, and repose. Gotcha. Three, 4.
What is ROTMG?
I am not sure.
Rotmg. Leighton's AFK, so I'll have to ask him when he's back.
I don't want to use that one.
Rise of the something. Or realm of the...
Let's use that.
I don't know. (3-5) allied grower.
Yeah, it's definitely, the further into this, especially having the same cards, it gets way more like methodical and tactical, which I love about that.
Indeed.
Even like looking into the future, just like chess, because like you could have a card like, you know, the way that I'm kind of playing it, you could be playing it the same way. It was like, okay, he likely has this card holding it back for this, so if I don't want to use this at this time.
Yeah. We might run out the clock, man. I don't know. We both have like half our deck still.
For real.
We both have 24 cards left.
We have 24 cards left. I have 15 HP and you have 12 HP. It's like back and forth. But this is exactly what I wanted in this kind of game, like where you can spend as much time as you could really think, and it still is like there's still more to it.
Yeah. Even though we streamlined the hell out of it compared to Magic, there's still plenty of depth.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god, decisions. It's your attack turn. I'm thinking super hard. No, that wouldn't kill. But it would kill that. This could kill that, and he's gonna rally. Okay, here we go.
So, that, huh? Gotcha. So, in which case... That. So,
Yeah, one mistake and you're cooked.
And we'll... Which I don't like taking the hit in HP.
I'm just gonna rally him again.
It's not a bitch. So that's a must attack. Guess I'll check. All good, Leighton.
Leighton, I wanted to ask what ROTMG stands for. Realm of the Mad God. That sounds cool. I don't know that.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. I know whenever it goes to lunch for my job, it's such a pain because I have to go for an inspection. Well, everyone's out of the office, and of course, the people that I need to talk to are there, and I only have like one of their numbers who's of course off that week. So I know the pain. Gotcha. So you're doing the
Given riposte there. And I'm going to debuff your grower.
Gotcha. It's gonna suck, but we'll check that. Since I'm attacking, there's no sense in. Are you?
Oh, I just gave riposte to a non-rapid unit that can't attack this turn. That was stupid. Ah, that was a misplay. Lost value. Whenever you lose any value, it hurts so bad because it's like an unforced. Any unforced error is like no. Okay.
The process is just still over here throwing punches.
Yeah, he's seen me do it so many times.
See, do I really want to? You know, I may as well while he's here. Wow, that's actually really good. Oh, it's a hard choice now. How do I go about that?
Well, this is relevant, but I will
Ambush.
debuff him again.
Lots of pain.
Process says, I am hard on him because I love him and want to see him do well, he says, holding a whip in one hand and a flail on the other. Yeah, sure. Sure. You love to see me flail around, eh? Get my ass handed to me by a total noob.
Which there. Meaning. Use that to our advantage there. Okay. I think we can still technically utilize that.
This deck
Still
this
on the
deck is
table.
missing. It's missing a couple defense buffs so that you can put your stuff out of reach of the board wipe process. Should have like the the +4 defense temporary spell. Yeah, okay. It's only fair that he should beat me 1 out of 3. Yeah, that's true. I think you are gonna beat me, man. Shit. Mirror match.
As long as I
Mirror
play the
matchup.
cards right.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Just trust in the heart of the cards, as we say.
Or go set card. I think I'm gonna go with you.
Oh shit.
Then it's all about, seeing how to tactically benefit from this.
Oh, and you rallied him up. Yeah.
Oh, I might actually have to try that. I love some 8-bit dungeon crawlers for sure. I wish I really sure was like actual really good like dungeon crawler VR games. I would love to do something like that. Gotcha. Okay, so.
Yeah. Speaking of which, process says the objective is for the growers to grow so they can survive the wipes. Everything else is fodder for the grow triggers. Yeah, on that topic, here we go.
See how this turns.
But it wouldn't hurt to have like one defense spell, just like one armored assault.
I want to keep you in the loop there.
Oh, yeah, you're loving this. You're watching me suffer and cackling over there. Thanks, bro. Okay. I just get to kill them both. Oh, and you want me to kill them both, you bastard. Oh, shit. Maybe I deny you one of the kills, but it's going to happen sooner or later. Ah, but then you get out of reach, like he was saying. Oh, my God. No, I think I deny you the double kill. Crazy. That's crazy.
Are you now? That is quite the unfortunate circumstance. However, still a double kill.
Oh, yeah. True. Oh, you had the allied and oh, you're gonna win it. No, oh, you've got the superior board state. Wait, but did you? Yeah.
Okay, so I see what I'm working with there.
Oh,
so my
it's
only
not looking good, guys.
only I gotta worry about to you. However, I can real quickly just before I make my final decision.
Just one. Oh my God, you wiped us both.
Yep.
Just one process, just one defense card, Just one temp defense card could make all the difference. Because, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or even a perm. Yeah, the perm is what I would have needed to survive this turn. Like, one perma... I guess you have these, we have these mixed cards that debuff and buff. And I guess it's just a skill issue and I should shut the fuck up. What am I doing? Oh my God. It's your attack turn. So here we go. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright. Gotcha. So I'm working with that. And let's see, you take enough to be a pain. However, also utilize that.
Hmm.
Oh, it's actually really nice being able to have like a multiplayer setup for that.
Oh wow, that's the perma buff. Yeah. Okay, so there are some perma buffs in here that allow you to do
It's
things.
actually really cool.
That was that was quite nice for you, eh?
I'll definitely have to check out Realm of the Dark God for sure. That sounds like it'll be pretty fun.
I'll bring them down to 4. Then they'll trade. Okay. Well, it's my attack turn. It's a perma buff, though. No, I'm not attacking into that.
Oh, really?
No.
Huh. I'll throw that out there while we're at it. That'll go to my attack turn after you. I don't like that. I don't like either of those, honestly. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's do that.
That's 5/5, eh? That's fine. I'm going for the card draw.
Gotcha. Does that is perma? Is he strong enough perma? It's still not, huh? I could do that though, which would then drop you just down to 1. I don't want to use it, but I will. And again, instead of skill, that's ability. And +2. Actually, we'll do you. Oh. Yeah, do that. Oh, that's nice. How late into the game do you get that kind of stuff for the pet?
The what?
I'm talking about Realm of the Dark God.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
Okay, this guy has to go. Bye-bye.
I've shit.
Okay.
You have the ambush. Puts me at a disadvantage. Meaning... Nah.
Mm-hmm. Correct play, sir. Correct play.
Okay, cool. They love me some RNG based loot for sure. Still good. We got that work for us.
Bye-bye.
Oh, damn. Well, that's gonna be the case. I don't want to waste that though. But unfortunately, no. Let's see, you have all that stuff set there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw it there instead.
3, 4. Currently, I can.
Yeah, Sean likes certain kinds of games. I could definitely see that not being the kind of game that he would like.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yep, well, let's do that.
Trade.
Yep, that'll do it. Ambush. I do have the advantage there. I definitely hit the wrong thing, but it's still in play.
I went for the card draw.
That's why I kind of like went with more variety content, just to play really whatever, because I really have a viewer base in almost anything I play. Luckily. Gotcha. So that's gonna be a headache.
Immediately buffing him to put him out of reach of some removal spells. I can't remember what you still have. I can check your discard pile. You probably still have the 7 damage board. What? Fuck!
That's why I'm saving that. I've had that in my hand. It's probably like the 3rd turn.
God damn it.
Oh, I knew it would come in handy. I may have also subsequently fucked myself.
It was the 12 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was either that or die, so I had to do one or the other. Oh, real shit?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's me.
Already.
decisions.
You're running these two decks against each other are definitely make it definitely more difficult, for sure. I'm pretty sure it did. I could have been wrong, but I know he did just buff it as well, and I didn't want to get it too far out of reach before I took it out.
I did just buff it. Yeah, you got it. I mean, 12 damage, you could have waited, but it might as well get rid of it.
Yeah, just even with the buff that you had there, you still could have hit and done a pretty heavy amount of damage after the next turn for sure.
True.
Especially if you were able to add in like if you had a heavy buff, that would have completely ruined me.
Well, you can be 100% certain that I could not add a heavy buff because there's no water or metal in this deck. And heavy only comes with water, metal, or water, metal.
No, and you're totally fine. I mean, literally, it's...
Oh, fuck.
And plus, I had no idea that you were a streamer, so I'm actually pretty happy to know that. Have someone else to talk about that.
Oh my god, this guy. This fucking guy.
This son of a bitch.
He's gotta go.
Pipe shit.
Ugh. It just goes on and on. One motherfucker after the next.
That's what it usually goes.
Decisions.
How many cards do we know we have left? Like, where is that at? Oh, I see. Is it top right? Or
Yeah.
top left? Gotcha.
It's top center. You know, you have cards in hand, then you have cards in deck, and then you have to discard.
Gotcha.
I mean, top left and right.
Gotcha.
You're gonna win. Ugh. This is not great. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I see that up there now. I assume that this is discard, this is going to be your deck, and this is your hand.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. That was got everything on it.
What I did there was I know that my assassin can kill your captain, so I debuffed the other one so that it doesn't deal me too much damage. But that was stupid because he's not even rapid, and you just played him this turn. So that was stupid. That was a misplay again.
Misinput.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but you love to see it process, eh? You love it when I make the misplays. Yippers. Well, they trade. Because of revenge.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Oh. Oh. Okay. Fortunately, though, that kind of there's a wrench in my plan all at the same time. Let's get some cards at least, even though it does do damage. Damn.
Big nervous. I am the big nervous. Kind of want you to show your hand. You just did a card draw spell, so now I'm nervous. Like, what did he draw? Shit. This is some big break. This is the most intense match of Manacaster I've played in a while.
Let's
big nervous. I have a nice life lead, but I have to carefully play my cards. I don't know. Can't remember. I can look at my own discard pile to refresh my memory about what removal there is, like there, for example.
There you go. All right. I'm a fucking glass cannon now, dude. Plus, yeah, it's in that.
Okay, it's my attack turn.
I don't like that card. Granted, I could technically utilize that still. I just don't really like that.
This is crazy to use
For sure.
to do what I'm doing. We're in a crazy situation though.
That's what we're doing now.
Insane.
Oh, man.
Insane, but I think it was the right play. Yeah, I think it was. To waste my 7 damage board wipe to kill your 3-drop. Oh man, this is a crazy match.
I think you would. The question is. Yep. Let's go ahead and use that.
Words. You're gonna get an ulcer from the stress of this match? Is that what you're saying? You got the 2/4. Okay, well, I have this.
Oh, real shit?
Yeah.
Type shit.
Ouch.
Oh,
Ouchie.
man. That was
ouchie. Big ouchie. God.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. Oh, this is the most intense match. I swear to God. And you're down to 3 life. Oh my God.
Yeah, I've had 3 life for the past like 2 rounds, dude. I figured we were sitting just like look. I was like, don't go down. If I would have misclicked that last card that took out your Crusader, I would have killed myself.
Oh my God.
I was sitting there like, make sure you click the right thing. Oh man. Oh no, that's not good. I don't like that. Alright, I could send them both. Still, even then. Okay. So you got an extract. That. Now we are also sitting with that.
Oh.
Alrighty, good to have you back. We're still at what not really a stalemate, just more of a semi stalemate. It's been just back and forth for.
I might lose because I played my card draw first. And now I have no cards in hand. I think you're going to win. Even though I have the life lead, I think I'm going to lose in 7 turns or 8 turns, whatever. If you don't kill me first. No, I have to hold it back. Fuck. I think you're going to win. Yeah. Process says it's like watching 2 toddlers fighting with pool noodles now because we're like down to the dregs.
That's really what it feels like. It feels like...
Oh, but I pulled the card draw spell. Maybe I'm back in it. Let's see. This is so freaking intense. Holy cow. Oh no, what are you playing? Oh, okay. I don't know if I can come back right now.
You know what? Yep.
I think I should have been I didn't want to be annoying and just check for turn after turn after turn to hold back my board wipe. That would have been so annoying for viewers. Like, I just played it because I was like, you know what? I'm tired. But that's like Manacaster for you. You make one misplay and you're going to lose the game.
Yeah, no, and especially with having the same exact deck, it's like...
And with that's why we really need the chess timer, which would prevent me from just like killing time and forcing you to play units while I do nothing. Okay, but that card draw might have saved my ass. Let's see.
Alright, so you got that, huh? Don't have anything directly against it. However, so you're a 6.
Yeah, I thought I was cooked, but I might be making a comeback.
Send it all. Send it all.
Send it. So I should kill the grower and in the twin strike phase. Wait, no. This is counterintuitive, but I can't let my grower die. So I just have to take 8, 9, 10. I think I have to take the 10 damage to the face.
Dang.
Wow. Oh my god, and we're tied again.
Oh, we're tied. Wait, but I'm up high because the
wait,
extract.
but my dude survived?
Yes.
My dude survived.
Yeah, he survived. I also got up to 5.
Because he hit so hard with riposte. Because I gave him the riposte perma buff. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think I'm making a comeback.
Oh, shit.
Turn 25. This is the most intense match, I swear to god. But I'm down to 4 cards. If I can't win in 4 turns, you're going to win. Yeah. Let's fucking go, chat. Let's fucking go. I'm making a comeback.
Let's see. However, you... look at that. Yep. You're my problem currently.
Oof.
The biggest problem now is going to be that damn siege captain.
Oh, if I don't play carefully now. Wait. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 mana up. And you have 8 HP. I have to check.
Let's just try to nuke itself. I look over my left screen, everything just went blank.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's GG's.
Nice.
Woo! Dude, you had me sweating. You had me sweating bullets. That was the most intense match of Manacaster that I've played in months.
You know that one full clear that I did earlier? That was
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a 7 to a single unit, not to all units. So I fucked myself on that.
Oh, you didn't know it was a board wipe. You didn't realize it was a wipe. Oh my goodness.
That killed me when I did that. I was like, oh shit. But GG, man. Yeah, I think my OBS has shit itself too.
Oh yeah, we've been streaming for 3.5 hours or something.
Oh yeah, it completely just shit itself. It doesn't do that usually though, which is really weird.
Well, I got the video from my end at least. I think my
I got mine. Only thing we're missing now is the chat Q&A. We may have to do that another time with OBS being little fucking snowflake today. Why did you do that?
Well, I'm kind of tired. We could do that next week, maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I like to, if possible, turn this into like a somewhat normal thing.
Yeah, why not? Mana Mondays.
Yep, it fits.
And if I'm not free, I'll match you up with one of our other streamers.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna do a little more research into the different cards and decks. But yeah, definitely that last match was something.
Yeah, dude. GG's. That was really fun. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm so happy to have you on board.
For sure. Yeah, I appreciate it. And then definitely gotta get something set up for not sure about next week, but we definitely do want to either make this like a weekly or bi-weekly thing for sure.
Okie doke. Yeah. Okay. So let's just end it there and maybe raid out.
Sounds good. I mean, yeah, we'll have to raid on your end because my end is no longer there.
True. Well, thank you, brother. I'm going to stop my recording here. Peace.
Alrighty, sounds good. You have a good one, man.
All right.